So this is what we're working with right now. Alright. Alright, let's throw some slides on, take the shoes off. Not in that order. Okay. Let me just open this up on my computer. Alright, so I've never built anything like this before in Minecraft. So this is a creative copy of my survival world. Over here, just to so you guys can see. This is where I've been at right over here. And this is an old copy. So currently I'm still right here, but there's a lot more chests and barrels and a bit of a shulker mess, right? This has been my base, you know. I've already got elytras, hit a few trial chambers, ancient cities, but I don't have a house. And I'm doing something completely new. So I've never had this type of a build style before. In my last world, which I don't think anyone has seen yet, maybe I'll upload at least like a little tour video or something of my other world. This is a completely new build style to me. Completely new. And on a much, much larger scale. Now, I am trying to take some inspiration from some of those mega bases you've seen from like 2017, 2018, those massive um, like ocean bases. You know, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, kinda. You know, not a copy and paste, but right now I'm just trying to figure out the layout, you know? I kind of like the idea of having a massive, like, mega base in the middle of the ocean. I really like that idea. Over there's a massive mushroom island, and like two, maybe three ocean monuments. But yeah, so this is going to be super boring, but I figured, hey, it'd be kind of cool just to record the process and see where I'm starting and see what this turns into, you know? One thing I think would be really cool is I think Silent Whisperer had something like this, where he had a massive ocean base, and he had farms surrounding it, and he had a I think he just had like a regular mob spawner, which in my survival world, um, about it's like a tiny little island right above there, like 100 feet, 100 blocks above that little tiny little island. I got a creeper farm. Um, Not a great creeper farm, but decent amount of gunpowder. Um, I don't know. I think an overworld shulker farm would be really fun. But at the same time, I don't want to if I have a shulker farm in the overworld, it would kind of defeat the purpose of going to the end, other than to get more elytra, which, isn't a horrible idea. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it'd be really fun to have a shulker farm here in the overworld, like at this base. I think that'd be really cool. So, while I'm filling this out, and obviously this is a creative copy, I'm not going to be building this out of smooth stone exclusively in in my survival world. But I don't know, probably have some smooth stone. What I'm thinking is a lot of I think it's cyan terracotta. It's got a nice cool gray tone to it, and maybe some light gray concrete, polished deep slate. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But right now, I'm really liking the idea of having like 4 strips kind of surrounding everything. Um, but I don't know. Hmm. I really want to have. So obviously plenty of storage, right? I think having a section for villagers would be nice. So I want to have. So this is a mega base. This is supposed to be a mega base. I want to have like almost no reason to almost no reason to have to leave here. Um, where anything I need, like armor, enchantments, at least mainly that, I want to have here. Um, Now, if I had a lot of villagers here, um, I don't think that would work because I don't want iron golems spawning, right? I don't want iron golems spawning, and this is bedrock, so I'm pretty sure that villager trades don't reset unless they have, at least unless they have view of their bed, or if their bed is like close by. If I just had villagers here, no beds, I don't think iron golems would spawn. But then their trades wouldn't reset. So it's probably not a good idea to have villagers here. Probably not a good idea to have villagers here. I like the idea of having some kind of a structure here. No, I don't know what that would look like though. I like it being open, but I want there to be coverage, you know, right? So maybe if I had this, and trust me, I did not like I didn't make this. I didn't eyeball this. I had to go to a Minecraft circle generator. So this inner layer is 135 blocks. Out 15 is 165 blocks um, diameter. Because I wanted a one block center. So I like that. Really, really like that. I didn't pick a great spot if I wanted to dig down and have like part of this be underground. If I want to do that, I chose here because hey, I only had to put like a few blocks, right? Um, oh, but wow, I didn't think about that. If I put a lily pad down, I can just place a block on top of that, so I don't have to build like straight up front with blocks. So maybe I could like when I build this in survival, I could shift it like a little bit over here, so I won't have to like dig down at all. Like I won't have to break all those blocks if I want to build underwater, right? Let me just actually, let me just double check. Lily pad. Pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. So I can just do that in survival. Break the lily pad. Do that. Okay, so that'd be fine. That'd be perfect. So I might end up shifting this over when I build this in survival, so that I don't have to like dig up all of this. Hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling having a like this circle surrounding a a square platform. Maybe. Maybe. Would this work? Okay, that would work. Might look kind of cool. Yeah, that wouldn't look too bad. That wouldn't look too bad at all. Because I kind of like the idea. So yeah, I'm definitely building this. I'm definitely shifting this over in survival. So if I do like this like square center, which I think I am gonna do, I like the idea of having like those staircases going down into a main room. So it would be underground, of course. And if I did that, I'd probably make this main platform a little bigger. I don't know how much. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'd probably make this a little bigger. But I don't want this corner to be too close to this edge. Let me just see if if I extend it by 10 blocks. Oops. If I extend it by 10 blocks, I want to see if it's too close. Because I'm going to have walkways. I'm going to have like... Oh yeah, no, that's not too close at all. That's not too close. So I'm going to have walkways. Maybe I might bring that in maybe 2 blocks. I might bring that in 2 blocks. It's a little too close for my taste. Just so I know, I'm gonna make this border darker, just so I know like this is where I want it to end. Yeah, I might bring this 2 blocks in. Let's just see what that looks like. Bring it 2 blocks in. So I want there to be like a decent, like I still want it to be somewhat surrounded by, yeah, okay. So I think bringing it 2 blocks in would look better. Like I said, there are going to be walkways. Like, oops. I'll probably bring it in like this. Let's just finish this main platform real quick. At least on these corners. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of coming together. I like that. So, and I like the idea. I want a beacon. So this base is going to have 4 beacons. I want there to be like a beacon at every edge. I think that would look nice. Like right in the middle. Oh. Okay, so I might need to make this. So if I want the beacon to be centered, I'm gonna have to make this. Okay. So this platform is 16 blocks wide. I'm gonna have to extend this by 1 block. I'm gonna have to extend this by 1 block. Because I want it to be centered. And it's gonna bug me if it's not centered. Because currently this platform has a 2-block center. Which, I mean, that's not that bad. Maybe I could, I don't know. Maybe I could put the beacons here. Is this? Okay, so I could put the beacons here on this platform. I could do that. That wouldn't look horrible. Wouldn't look horrible. Okay. But in each section, I think I could have storage for like multiple different things. So like I could have like stone block storage here, like nature block storage, like roots, flowers, full leaves, wood, and like maybe like an armory area, maybe? I don't know. Like all armor and tools here, armor tools, blocks, wood, other, and of course other storage down here for like, potions, you know, mob drops. Yeah. But this inside, I want there to be like, ooh, maybe the inside I'll have like I really like the idea of like walking down, and I want like a tall ceiling, pretty tall ceiling. And I like the idea of having like a lot of chiseled bookshelves filled with enchanted books. And I have like a um, makeshift librarians over there, so I could, just quickly get Prot 4, Unbreaking, and Mending early game. Nothing fancy over there, but I don't know. I am gonna have to extend these platforms by at least 1 block, because I think having the beacons here on this main platform is a little too clustered. Maybe. Um, Hang on a second. Let's see. Oh, let's just see. Oh, jeez. Ooh, what color glass? Probably do light blue. Mm, or yellow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But we are gonna do. Um, let's just see. Because I have a ton of I have like 3 stacks of iron ore blocks that I haven't broken yet because I don't even have Fortune 3 yet, so I'm still kind of poor. So I might not need to extend that, but yeah, let's just see let's see if I like this. So it's on the 7th block. Oh, whoops. You know what? That's not even that big of a deal. Like I said before, this is a completely new build style to me. I've never built like this type of never really built a mega base before like this ever. So this is super exciting. Yeah, that might not be too close. That might not be too close. Definitely going to change the glass though. I'm not going to have that be light blue. I might make it yellow. We'll see. Breaking that one by one because I don't want a ton of kelp floating around. It really doesn't matter. But yeah. You know, those might not be too close together. I'll make this create a survival in a second. Just to see. just so I can, because I'm gonna go in creative, or I'm gonna go in survival, and you know, just because I want to see. This will also help with a good like color scheme for the base, you know. I think. So yeah, I really like that idea of having beacons everywhere. And if I do this, then, you know, I really won't have to worry about extending this by a block, because, I mean, I haven't built it in survival yet. I still might do it just so that I can have a nice centered, a nice single block center. So I really want that. But this doesn't look that bad. Just fly away a little bit. Yeah, that's not horrible. That's not horrible at all. Now the question is, what color do we make the beams? That's the real question. And it's nice because the beacon literally fits perfectly inside these main strips. So that's perfect. Um, I guess let's just get a few different colors. Just 'cause. Might as well. Do purple, magenta, even pink. Ooh, kind of like that. That looks dark. I actually really like that red. How does purple look? So that should also be pretty dark, I think. Yeah, that's pretty dark. Man, I kind of like the dark color. That's not too bad. Ooh, hang on a second. Let's see what this looks like at night. Okay. So I think I should be looking at it when I'm deciding on the beacon colors. I think I should be doing this. Like, how is this going to look at night? You know? Red doesn't really pop out that much. So the red looks really cool in the daytime, but this yellow, this is popping like crazy. Um, hmm. Pink, eh. Not really feeling the pink. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that color. Looks cool. Does look really cool. um, yeah, I'm probably not gonna do purple. It might be a little too dark. Let's try cyan. Maybe something a little lighter, you know? Ooh, okay, hang on a second. Now that looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. I think we found the color. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna do cyan. I really like that. How far away can you see beacons from? Can I see it from over here? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're definitely okay. We are definitely doing the cyan. That looks nasty. That looks crazy. I really like that. I really like that. This is that little island I was talking about. This got a creeper farm right here. Can you see that from over here? No way. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you can see it from all the way over here. That's crazy. Okay, so we're definitely doing cyan. That looks really nice. I really like that. Yeah, that is really cool. Okay, so we're doing cyan. Sweet. Okay, so we got that. You can't really see it that well in the day, though. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so we're definitely moving this over when we build this in survival. Definitely moving it over. Which is going to be a little annoying. Because when I build this, I mean, I'm going to have to build it a lot, you know, deeper, obviously. So it's going to be something like that all the way around. But this deep, I kind of like that. Because like the ceiling would be all the way up there, you know, and we got all this to work. Because yeah, if I built it here, I'd have to tear all this down, and I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to move this over. And see, that is the beauty of making a creative copy of your survival world before you build anything massive. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna move it to. Somewhere. So we're not gonna be able to see it from the island, from the mainland, because we're gonna have to push it back a little bit more. But that's fine with me. That is fine with me. But that's not bad. I think that's a good starting point. Just that main. So that, okay, that's a great starting point. And then this would probably end up being just flat, I think. I think up top this is just going to be a flat platform. I think that's what it's going to be. I am going to have like I'm thinking like a main yeah, that looks good. That looks really good, I think. Hmm. So I'm thinking this outer ring, and obviously, you know, I'm not like worrying too much with like the palette necessarily, the block palette. I'm really just getting an idea. You know, like a lot of the building that's going to be done, largely going to be done in survival. Um, Mainly because, you know, I don't have, well, you know, I think I could use commands. I do have command blocks enabled, but I don't really know how to use them, to be honest. I don't really know how to use command blocks. So this will probably be it. Um, I don't know, these rings might be hovering, and this main square platform is going to go all the way to the ocean floor. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't really like these, to be honest. I kind of liked like a. I started doing this last night. I kind of liked that like a Colosseum-esque type of look where I mean you saw in the beginning I had this upper ring filled out, but I'm kind of leaning away from that. I don't know. I want these to be covered, obviously. I want these to be covered, so regardless, I think I am going to have to extend it out by another block. So instead of 100 I think this diameter was 165. This outer diameter was 165. I'll just change it to 167 when I build it in survival. And it's just for an extra block on each side. So that's the main thing. I gotta figure out how I want these, because I do like that. So like this is gonna be pretty much open, but probably have like a little, and all this is gonna be filled in, not just these these rings. This whole thing is gonna be filled in. What am I doing? Can I? Yeah, I can. Oh, I gotta do another layer. No, I'm not gonna put haste here. Definitely not gonna put haste here. Dude. Let me just see, do I still have the effects over here? In the center? I do. Alright, so perfect. Okay. I think I really like this polished deep slate, so I am gonna have to make this one block bigger. I have to make this one block bigger, so I hope that doesn't look too bad. I hope that doesn't look too bad. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look horrible. But for the full beacon, because I want regen here, and I don't want those iron blocks exposed. I don't know, maybe I'll make this out of quartz instead. We'll see. That's actually, you know what? That's not even a bad thing, because that is a perfect one block center. I like that. I like that a lot. At least like this main, you know, pathway, quote unquote. Not really a pathway, but it's this main outer ring. So this main outer ring is going to have a nice one block center. It actually matches this. What do you know? Whoops. She matches this perfectly. I didn't even intend for that to match. So that pathway is a 9 block, 9 block. That's perfect. I like that. I really like that. And then with that, we'll probably transition. And you know what? Like smooth stone might be what I ended like smooth stone and quartz blocks. You see quartz. Probably smooth quartz. Ooh. Okay. It's a lot brighter than I thought. A lot brighter than I thought. Not bad. It's not bad. Just a lot brighter than I was expecting against the smooth stone. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Whoops. Yeah, we'll probably just take that out. I kind of am liking the smooth stone though. To be honest, I am liking that a lot. But we would end up bringing that all the way here and probably further. I'm just doing that for now. Yeah, okay, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. And you know what? I'll keep the main lines. I built the main platform with the that gray concrete. Is that gray concrete? Yeah, it is gray concrete. Yeah, that's why I was thinking like cyan terracotta, because the cyan terracotta, I think, has a much better like gray tone than gray concrete. Gray concrete is, and that's almost as dark. That's darker than the deep slate. As a matter of fact, where is that? Cyan light blue. So the cyan terracotta has a nice actually I think I know what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah, and I'm thinking I'm thinking I want some stairs here. I'm thinking let's see what the tough stairs look like. Does this stick out too bad? That might I don't know about that. Whoops. Yeah, that's a little too much contrast, I think. Yeah, it's a little too much, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Let me go ahead and finish in this quartz ring real quick. But you see why I like the one block centers? It makes it, I think it just makes it look so much nicer doing a one block center build. So I am picky. That's why I'm going to go through the effort when I build this. I'm obviously not going to do it now because, I mean, no point. But I am going to make this one block wider on each side because I want that to be a nice, like, perfect one block center. Now this might be a little too dark. And that might be, yeah, that doesn't, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. So, what about andesite? How does that look against the smooth stone? That looks better. Looks a lot better. Okay, that looks better. But can't have this terracotta. What would go well right there? Maybe, ooh. I know what I do want. I want a lodestone. Wait, is that not, did I spell it wrong? Yeah, I did. I want a lodestone right there. That'll look nice in the center. But something a little. What does light gray concrete look like? Is this gonna stick out too much? No, doesn't stick out too badly. It's not that bad. Let's get rid of this. that's not that bad. That's not that bad, actually. And, that actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And I'm pretty sure, um, light can pass through stair blocks, I believe. Um, so let's just grab some glowstone real quick. Yep, because if those were solid blocks, yeah, if they were solid blocks, and you know what, prove this point, just to prove the point, let's cover these up, because I don't want these lighting up the other, like, you know. So no ambient light whatsoever. So if we make these stairs, yep, the light comes through. Look at that, perfect. So I could do that. We'd have no visible light sources, and everything would be lit up. I kind of like that. It is a nice 5 block center. Looks good. Um, so I could have stair blocks going like this. Could have stair blocks going like that. And then hmm. No, I'll make those 6 by 6. Alright, hang on a second. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21. 35 blocks. So right in the middle would be... Oh, wait. Wait, did I count? Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. So that's 36 blocks from this center to that center. So there may not... So there's not a clean center because it's even. If it was 35 blocks, that'd be different. There is no clean center. And that's fine. Totally fine. See what I mean, guys? You just gotta do this in creative first. And put that around the stairs. And also close it off. Alright. It's pretty solid. And so, yeah, I wish, I wish this was 1 block longer, but that's fine, because it would be nice to have like another one here. But that is no big deal at all. Oh, I did it this way. And I could 6, 5, 6. I could do little splits like that. I could do that. Or just... I mean, I could just make this whole row stairs, you know? And that might end up... Whoops, what am I doing? That might end up happening. Do I like the andesite that much? I might. So let's see how this looks, just with the stairs all the way. That looks good. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. I mean, that's lit up perfectly. So we are probably going to do that. That looks good. That looks good. And do that all the way around. Not bad. It's perfectly lit up. And in the daytime, that doesn't look bad. That does not look bad. Kinda like it. Kinda like it. Oh, holy notification. Huh. What other places do that? You know how, like, you're shopping online and you have something in your cart and then, you leave it in there and you get like an email or like a text saying, "Oh, we noticed you left something in your cart. Um, here's a 10% off coupon code to finish your order." It just happened to my friend. And she was like, "This is sus. I didn't even buy anything." Yeah, it's not really that sus, you know? Holy notifications. Okay. Um. So that's crazy. We've been streaming for almost 80 minutes, and I've got a solid, I mean, at least for the main platform, solid idea. I still don't know what I want to do over here with like the actual like cover, like the roof for this area. I kind of like it going higher towards the inside. Kind of like that. Um, but I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know like what I want it to look like, you know? So this is 17 blocks high, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever, 15 up or up and over, or 16, whatever it is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 16. I don't know. Hmm. You know, the coolest part about this is when once this is all done and I can go into the bottom, you know, I really want, okay, new idea. I love flying. I love using my Elytra. I want to be able, and this is going to be really helpful if this is over here and goes all the way to the ocean floor. So like roughly here, you know, if it goes all the way up to, come on, let this freaking water, bro. I hate that about Bedrock. I don't even think that's a setting that I can change. I think that's just Bedrock. Um, let's say that's the ceiling, right? I can just fly, jump up, fly, boom, fly up. So it would be cool to have like a nice opening. So like maybe build up like a couple blocks, you know, maybe. There'll be staircases too, of course, but have like a nice opening right here that I can just fly right out of, you know. That'd be cool. Okay. So we got that down pretty much. Now we just got to figure out this. This is what we got to figure out. And like the walls don't have to cover like the whole thing. Like I could have, you know, um, I could have walls. Oh, is that Blackstone? I don't want Blackstone. I want deep slate. Like I could have walls and slabs, like on some sections. Like I could have like a section like that that's open still, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I could have like sections like that are still open. That'd be nice. Um, hmm. um, and I'm covering those corners too. Yeah. Mm, I mean, maybe I should build up the walls a little bit. Yo, what's up, dude? Nothing. Bro knows how to swim? I thought if you hit the wandering trader, the llamas hit you. I guess not. I guess not anymore. I swear that used to be a thing. If you hit him, they hit you. I guess not. Jesus, that was loud. Sounds like a pig dying. But yeah, it's not a horrible idea. Doing something kind of like that. Having like an open. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. It just doesn't look, well, maybe it doesn't look right because it's like too open. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's because it's too big. And obviously it's going to look a little flat. I mean, there's been zero, like, I'm going to add like walls and stuff, you know. Ooh, wait a second. I don't know, maybe something like that? Maybe? And I don't know, you know, it's all trial and error. This is going to be really fun to build in creative, or survival. That's the beauty of it. Like I love doing these crazy builds. You know, I love planning something like this, you know. And then it's like it's so much cooler when you actually build it in survival, because you're like dang, like just adding in some walls, like that makes it look a lot cooler. I think that looks a lot cooler already. And it's open, you know. It's not too bad. Probably not gonna bother having these on the inside. On the outside, not a bad idea, but probably not going to do this on the inside. Um, and this would be big enough to fly in. Well, I think I'm gonna come back to this later. But yeah, I just wanted to record. Really just getting a solid idea for this for my first base in this world. So yeah, let's see. There's just me and a friend in here right now. Yeah, I can show you guys. Like, oh, the shulkers are gone. I already cleared them all up. Did I? Are they all empty? Yeah, they are. Okay. That is exactly why I put a fence there. But yeah, this is the base right now. I got nothing. This is my house. That's the creeper farm I was talking about. So yeah, we're gonna have to build this. Might do that later on tonight. I had a nasty leg day earlier, right after work. Um, I was repping out 4 plates and a 35 on hack squad. Not, you know, not crazy, but pretty solid. Um, I did some pretty heavy hamstring curls before that just to warm up the hamstrings, and then I finished off with really slow, heavy leg extensions. like holding it up at the top. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here for now. I'm gonna hop off here for now. And do I have any lily pads? I don't have any lily pads, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and find some. I'm gonna have to find some lily pads so I can get started. Yeah, so that's exciting. That's fun. Okay, but yeah, like this is a mess over here, dude. That's why I want to like have a base. It's not that crazy, but it is kind of a mess. Some of these are... Oh, that's empty. So is that. That's not crazy. So... Yeah. I don't need... Do I need a massive, like, mega base right now? Absolutely not. But it'd be cool. Never built one before. And, like, this world, I've never played a world like this before. I just went straight for it. I just went straight for it. Beat the dragon and, like, started this, and beat the dragon, like, 2 days later, just so I can get some Elytra, because I'm not playing without Elytra. I can't do it. Can't do it. Shulkers, everything, you already know. Got a decent amount of armor trims, though. I rated the fattest. It was a double ancient city. Huge. I didn't find a single silence trim. So I gotta keep going. I just got these last night. Bolt and Flow. I rated 2. I didn't finish the second trial chamber. Yeah, I still got 2 ominous keys. Yeah. I haven't even raided the ocean monuments over there. I should probably do that tonight. Raid those. Get some solid blocks. I gotta build an XP farm though. I should probably do that first more than anything. Build an XP farm. Build a better villager breeder. Because what I have right now, I didn't even zombify the villagers over there. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. This is all I have right now. Because I've done absolutely nothing. 34 freaking emeralds for mending. That's insane. That's insane. Last world, 1 emerald. 33 for prot 4. 17 for looting 3. 18 for unbreaking. So, yeah. I'm still pretty broke in this world. I don't have anything. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have anything still. Yeah. Yeah, so... Oh, and I messed up. I killed a wither somewhere near 0-0. Because in Bedrock there's, like, I guess a ton of, like, bedrock formations at the bottom of the world. And, just, like, right around 0-0 in the world. But this world's a little different. It's, I don't know if it's because it's a realm or what, but apparently in Bedrock, every single like world generation is supposed to have the same exact, like every single world in Bedrock is supposed to have the same Bedrock generation at the bottom of the world, and this one does not. So the first time I placed the Wither into the Wither Killer, since in Bedrock we can't use the um, the Wither Killer under the end portal. Um, I could do it in the end gateways, I suppose. Um, I don't want to do that though. I could. I just gotta kill the dragon more times. Um, so I spawned it at a pretty decent spot, and it worked. It just suffocated in the bedrock, and I got the Nether Star. Um, I did it again, and I made sure to record my gameplay, so I knew exactly where to place the soul sand. Um, but and I put it in the same exact spot, and it spawned in the bedrock, but it was able to just fly out. And so now I have a wither um, floating around at the bottom of the world at 0, 0, roughly. So yeah, and that's why I hit some trial chambers, because that's why I was trying to get um, some wind bursts, wind charges, and try to get a mace so I can just like two tap it. You know, I got density 5, and I gotta look at the other enchants I need for the mace. But yeah, I got density 5 already. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to like, yeah, I am not kitted out to fight a wither. I am not kitted out. I don't even have netherite in this world yet. So yeah, um, I wanted to get a good idea of like what I wanted my base to look like, but I'm not ready to start it yet. Not ready to start the base yet. So I'm gonna go around, get some more loot, build an XP farm, and yeah, get some pretty kitted out armor and a mace so I can just two tap the wither. That one, that's still alive. And hopefully after that, find a better alternative to just suffocate withers so I don't have to fight them myself. So, yeah. Yep. That's the game plan for right now. So, I am going to go hit the bike for 30, eat some food, and take a shower, and hop back on later on. Appreciate it.